Hey y'all, happy Monday. Well, welcome back and happy Christmas week. I'm very excited about this week. To me, this month and this week are a huge representation of hope, and I hope to chat with you a little bit about that today. But more importantly today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna harvest some, my package said Bok Choy, but I've come to learn that Bok Choy and Bok Choy are just pretty much the same, and it's really, really cool vegetable. It's kind of a Chinese vegetable, and it's in the broccoli cruciferous family, brassica family, if you will, but it's more like a cabbage, more like a Chinese cabbage than it is like a broccoli. But the seeds are really tiny, and I'll show you in a minute that the flowers do look a lot like a broccoli when a broccoli is going to seed. And I also have to mention that there was no rhyme or reason to the planting of this bok choy. Because the seeds were so small, I just kind of like threw them over the bale, and they landed where they landed, and I wasn't sure how they were gonna do in the bale because at the bottom they looked really spindly for a long time. So it's been pretty exciting watching them grow and develop. So today we're gonna harvest those with you, and I'm gonna share just my little blessings and wishes for you to hold a place of hope, and you know, maybe just find a place of surrender. You know, it has been such a crazy year that sometimes we have to let go of a lot of things that we cling to, a lot of hard and fasts, and when we do let go of them, we find ourselves in a, you know what, I meant to change too. I'm totally in my I am totally in the wrong outfit, so you have to excuse how I look like a ragamuffin right now because I'm on a roll now. But what I was talking about is when you let yourself kind of let go of some of your hard and fast, you find yourself in a place of surrender. And that surrender, even though it feels really awful at first, because it's hard to let go of the ideas you had about how things were going to go. It's hard to let go of how you wanted things to go, and it's sometimes hard to accept that things have went the way that they've went. And so I just invite you to find a little soft spot for yourself in this week where you surrender yourself to hope, because I know that there's just so many things that are out of our control right now, and one thing that we can embrace and that we can cling to and that can be real helpful to us is hope. So I hope you're ready to experience this little harvest with me, and I'm sure excited to share it with you. So let's get harvested. Okay, before I start harvesting, I just really wanted to give you a full good glimpse of how just beautiful these plants are. So you can, these were really kind of ready 5 to 8 weeks. Look at this crazy pea. So these were really ready about 5 to 8 weeks after they were planted. So you can harvest them at that time, or you can let them get as big as this one. And you see I've got some smaller ones in here. So I'm gonna take all of these out today, but I did just kind of look, there's another one over here, but I kind of wanted you to see what they look like real good before I started cutting them. So kind of like with the mustard greens, you could come along and just harvest some leaves if you wanted to, and put in some salads or in some dishes. Or like we're gonna do today, you can come along and harvest the whole plant from down here at the base. So now we're gonna switch over and get these babies harvested. Okay, since I've never done this before, I've got 2 different knives here that I'm going to you know, one's a little bit more serrated, one's a little bit more straight. So I'm gonna start with the straight one, and I'm gonna go for this baby down here first. And so I'm gonna scoop up as many of the leaves as I can, and then try to come in right here at the base and just cut it free like so. So that's very, very, very pretty. So let's put that in there. And now there's another one over here. I'm gonna get it. There's another baby. It looks like it had a little baby growing beside it. How sweet is that? Okay, so let's get that in our basket. Get these dead leaves off. And now we're gonna come in for this big mamma jamma. And I'm seeing here that this is kind of like that original scrawny root that I was worried about. So that's what I'm actually sawing, is that. So look at that, lovely, lovely, lovely. That's beautiful. That's like one of the most beautiful things I think I've ever grown. I'm so, 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 so proud of that. How wonderful. Yay. Ha ha. Okay, so we've still got some more to get. So let's get this in our basket and get our knife. And so the rest of these are kind of small, so that's good since we have that one big mamma jamma. We're gonna, so this, probably growing them in the bales, makes that root spot really easy to identify. So now we've got another one in here that is little. Let's see where it starts. Oh, right there. There's another one. I'll just stick it in here with this. On this side, our basket's getting full. I should have gotten my bigger basket, but I've never had a harvest this big. Okay, so we're gonna get this one. That's really pretty too. Okay, and then we're gonna leave this one right here that is gone to seed, because I'm really curious what the seeds are gonna be like. And these are done real well, so I'm gonna let them go to seed and collect the seed, and that will be real fun for us too. So I think that is all of them, besides that one that's there flowering in the middle. So this is an amazing little harvest for me, and I'm thrilled. And really, for my family, this is the kind of harvest I've got to have to be able to feed somebody. So this is perfect for us. And I'm gonna have to let you know what I do with this, because I'm thinking that I'm gonna roast some, and I'm thinking about putting some in a dish that we make all the time called egg roll in a bowl. So there's my little harvest. Well, I hope, look, you can't even see my face. That's how big it is. This is one of my smaller baskets, but I've certainly never filled it up, and I'm super thrilled to have a basket full of bok choy. And this was a fun little harvest to do with you. So I thank you so much for coming along with me. And in my ramblings earlier, I just want to remind you to give yourself a little space for some hope. You know, I know that maybe right now when things feel just so unbearable, that hope seems like a little fantasy kind of thing, a fugazi, if you will. But hope, hope is the embers of the fire that keeps the eternal flame of this world going, you know? Every little hope and every little wish that goes out into every moment, that's what it's all about. It really is. So if you believe in Jesus like me, I'm sure you've got some hope. But if you don't, just go with what you know. And you know that every day you're going to wake up and you're going to take a deep breath and you're going to put your feet on the floor. And that's hope. That's hope for a new day. And you know that you're going to do the things in your life that you enjoy, and you're going to encounter some things that you don't. And that's hope. That's hope for new adventures and new times. So, wherever you find hope right now in your world, in your life, in your family, that's one of the greatest gifts that I'd like to offer you in this Christmas season is the gift of hope. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday and a happy Hanukkah. I think Hanukkah's finished though. So I hope you just have a wonderful holiday season. And from my family to yours, thank you so much for the love and time that you spend with my family all year round. And we look forward to catching up with you again soon. Have a great day.